Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Diane back with some hopefully inspirational paper crafting for you today to make a card. Yep, we're still doing our stamping A to Z, trying to use all the stamp sets that I've gathered over the last few years, especially right now from Stampin' Up, because I was a Stampin' Up demonstrator, so I have a lot of stamp sets to use. And we've been working from the front of the alphabet and the back of the alphabet towards the middle. And we're up to Weather Together today. And there originally was a die set, I guess, that went with this. I'm pretty sure I got this secondhand. And if I bought it new, I didn't know very much about die cutting. And anyways, I didn't get the dies. So, a little piece of paper stuck in there. Oh, there you go. So, I happen to think, if you remember a few years ago, we had the umbrella punch, can't see that very well on here, that came out. And I tried that, and it's not the same shape. Bummer. I was thinking, oh, I could punch out a whole bunch of umbrellas. So I did stamp a few and fussy cut them. So in order to save some time, you don't have to watch me fussy cutting them. Thank you to everyone who showed interest in purchasing some of my older stamp sets. That was in last week's video. And it does say use stamp sale, I think, in the title of that video. So I appreciate anyone who's in, and you can go back and watch that again. And if you are still interested in any of those sets, just contact me at diane@bohostamper.com and I will see if that set's still available. And if it is, you can buy that one too. All right. So let's get on with our card today. So I fussy cut out some umbrellas and some different handles. I fussy cut out some clouds. I stamped a couple of the designs to see what colors I may want to use. I stamped these using Smoky Slate because I have an idea for my background. I need a sympathy card, so I thought I'd stick with muted blues and grays. And, oh, I did pull it. And I might throw a Rococo Rose in there because there are these little hearts. And I thought that would be nice. I mean, this is a close friend of mine, so a little heart designed umbrella might be nice. So I did one little design in Orchid Oasis. And that one's okay. We'll see how it looks when we do our background. And we're going to ink some more of this up. I just was kind of trying to decide colors. This is, of course, my favorite Misty Moonlight. So happy they brought that back. And Sesaide Spray. I wish they'd bring that back, because I like that blue. So I have a card base of Misty Moonlight, since I sort of know where I'm going with this. This was an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock that I cut in half and then scored down the center and folded. And we have a 4.25 by 5.5 inch card base. This is linen paper, and this is available from other places as well. This was Stampin' Up's linen paper, and I did do a video on this quite a while back, and I thought I had some of the paper here and I can't find it, where we watercolored on it. And I really like that effect, but the ones that I had done were very dark. I think I must have used more like Night of Navy and stuff, and I want this to be more of a grayish blue, like a cloudy day, because there are raindrops. There's a raindrop stamp in here, and so I want to add those raindrops on the background. I cut out like 5 umbrellas, I think. That's probably too many. 3 is probably going to be plenty on this card. So we have some umbrellas and some handles. I pulled out my blending brushes so we can blend in the clouds and add a little bit more color to our umbrellas. And I thought if I ink blend the background on this linen, and I'll try to do some water splatter on there. I don't know how well it's going to work on the linen paper. We've done that plenty of times on cardstock, and leaves nice little water droplet marks on there, but I don't know if it's going to work on the linen. So if I'm going to spritz water, let me get this stuff out of the way so I don't end up with ink running everywhere. Oh, and I do have set over here a basic gray because I thought I may want to use that for my greeting and sentiment. So let's get some scrap paper under here. And we'll start just by, I think I'll do Misty Moonlight because that's what color our card base is. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go darker, but I think if I do, if I blend a Misty Moonlight background and then I can use gray, I might have to go to the basic gray and make it a little darker for the water droplets. We'll see. So I just have my blending brushes. I just stuck my finger in the ink, which is par for the course, right? And I do it every week. My hand so I don't get ink all over the linen. And I'm going to try to do this with a really light hand. Because remember, we can add more. We can't really take it away. Oh, and you know what else I'm trying to remember? Was this, did this have adhesive on the back? Let's see about that. So I hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. We're doing really good here. Of course, the weather is stinky again. We've gone from 80 and beautiful days back down into the 40s with freeze warnings, and this linen's making fuzzies on my brushes. That was not a good thing to do. Okay, that should probably just be good. Oh, and that looks like little Arabella fur. She is downstairs today, so she can't walk across any of the ink pads. And grab a paper towel. We'll spritz this with a little bit of water to see if it's going to do anything. I'm just not sure. Besides make the paper curl, yeah. That was one of the things that it did do. I do remember that. And I don't think it's going to make the droplets on there like, oh, there's a couple. It's just not the same as when I did it on cardstock. I kind of didn't think it would because this linen paper is going to be more absorbent. And I don't want to get it too wet here because I want to stamp my raindrops. Okay. This was just a piece of the scrap. Let me see. I think this is adhesive backed. Yep. Okay. So I'll set this aside for a minute because I want to see what color of gray. Actually, I'm going to put this under my mat to flatten it back out. There, you flatten out for a minute. What color of gray we want to make our raindrops in. Since I've been using the Smoky Slate, I want the little bits on there. Try that first. And if they don't show up very well, then we can go on to the basic gray. I've been trying to have my fussy cutting and maybe even some of my die cutting done ahead of time for you because I know that it's not always fun when you... Oh, that might be all right. It might be dark enough. When you're watching somebody and you're sitting there watching them cut paper. So I'm trying to be aware of that, and not be boring. And then this is basic gray. Let's see. Well, if I use the Smoky Slate, it kind of blends out a little bit. The basic gray leaves a stronger outline. I think I'm going to use the Smoky Slate. Yeah, because since it's a sympathy card, like I said, this would be great to do all these umbrellas in some of the beautiful bright colors, but bright wasn't what I was going for today. Oh, you know what? Well, that's still drying. Let's decorate one of the umbrellas in Rococo Rose and put some of those little hearts on it. Where those hearts go? Rococo Rose was a pretty color. That's retired as well. Sorry, I'm using older things, but no, the name of the game is use the stuff you got. Don't go buy more. Unless you need it or you love it. Oh, sorry, I got concentrating and I'm not even keeping y'all company. Yeah, see, this is not a bright pink. This is a very pretty rosy pink. Well, let's just put some hearts on this little umbrella. Oh, that's cute. I'm glad we're going to put a pink one on here. Okay. So I went to, let's see, what did we do? Saturday. Actually, my friend that I need to do this card for, she did end up going. We went to, we had already signed up to go to a cooking class on Saturday. And so she went, and so she was a little unsure of whether she should have gone or not. And really, there's not anything that would benefit from her just sitting at home. So I'm glad that she got out to be with a couple of her friends that day. And our cooking class, we did, this is my gray blending brush, and I'm just using whatever gray was left on here from before. I'm not adding more ink to it right now. Oh, that's blue. I want pink. Oh, that's okay. I'll do a pink one too. So I've cooked for years. It's not like I'm a novice in the kitchen. But I do like, first of all, I just like going and doing some of this stuff with my friends. Hope I'm not shaking the table up too much here. And learning about some different foods or different ways to use foods. You know, I love learning new stuff. So this class that we did this weekend, was we grilled romaine outside on the grill, and then learned how to make our own vinaigrettes, you know, our own salad dressings, or you can use them for marinades or whatever you need. We made our vinaigrette was up to us, whatever we wanted to put in it, and then we made a homemade ranch. And what else did we? Well, she had the instructor, who is, sorry, I'm just trying to get the ink off my hands before I touch that linen paper again. Bridget, our instructor, she always takes some little snackies of stuff from her, stuff that she's made from her farm items, so that we can experiment, you know, taste different things. And she had made a farro salad, which I never had before. I have heard of it and seen it, but I've never tasted it. So I did taste it. It was so good. Oh my goodness. Forgot to do some gray clouds. These were really easy to fussy cut too. I mean, these aren't difficult shapes. It's just an umbrella. You probably wouldn't even need a stamp if you were gonna cut some umbrellas out, you know. Clouds are easy enough to cut. And then you could just draw around them with a marker or, you know, a fine liner pen. Okay. All right, now our clouds have some color. Oh, my eye's itchy. What else did we do at that class? Oh, she had these bourbon pecan bars. Oh my goodness. I could have made a meal out of those. Wonderful stuff. Oh, I was going to say, where'd my top go? Silly. Oh. Raindrops. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Where are you? Smoky Slate. Slate. Yeah, so basically all we got to do really here is figure our layout, color our umbrellas, kind of hard to do when the paper's curling. This might be enough. Where'd you go? And do I want to use the Orchid Oasis, or do we just want to make a solid? No, I don't think I do. I think I'm going to... What am I going to? What am I going to do? Oh, wait, where's that polka dotted one? There it is. Yes. Back here, my little blending papers. Let's blend some blue on here. This would be fun to do also with maybe some aqua brushes, and use your ink out of your ink pads and watercolor the umbrellas. That would be pretty. Or you could use your alcohol markers. I did consider that, but again, I was just kind of going for maybe softer, uneven, blended look. I gotta get the ink back off my finger again. How's that looking? Something like this. And then we'll add our handles. It also has short handles, and then the top of the umbrella that you could either stamp directly on your paper, or if you happen to have your die cut, you could do that. This is a cute set. Why did I never use this? I like it. Okay, so let's get those umbrellas put together, and then we can layer them up on the card and make a greeting. And my greeting, I'm here for you, I think is what I'm going to put on. And at the inside, wishing you brighter days. So do I need these anymore? I'll just leave them here in case. You know me, I'll put them away and then say, hey, where'd those go? Fine tip glue would probably be a great thing to put. Is it starting to rain again? Oh my goodness. Oh, and I did pull out of my one little container. I do have some clear droplets. Oh, I have raindrop ones. These are Studio Katia's raindrop. Yeah, I was thinking I do have just the round ones. These are Studio Katia also, but I think we'll go with some raindrops because why not? They are here. And just put the umbrella on the handles. This is going to make it easier when I go to put them on the card and decide I want any of them to be flat or layered up. Oh, these are pretty. Should I have put a little bit of blue on that, you think? This one was the Seaside Spray. A little bit lighter. I don't see anything. Am I calling it? Yeah, Seaside Spray. I call this the wrong thing all the time. I think I call it soft sea foam more than I call it Seaside Spray. What in the world? I don't see anything coming off of my brush. Oh, it must be. Oh, yeah, it is. See? You can't always tell. Okay, that'll work. And I also thought maybe, got my Wink of Stella here, we may add a little bit of that to the rain clouds. Now my fingers are really inky. So when I get done with this, I've kind of started some spring cleaning, not major stuff yet, because the weather's not going to cooperate. It's not like I can hang curtains outside or anything like that, but cleaning out papers and throwing all that junk away that Lord only knows why we've kept it, but we did. I did clean and polish all of my kitchen cupboards. I used to do that twice a year. Our cupboards are all, our kitchen cupboards are cherry. So I would always put, clean them and then put a protectant on them. And then as I've gotten older, that's gone down to about once a year. And then I just wipe them off in between. But, I mean, the real spring cleaning stuff type thing, I used to try to do it before, like, Christmas and then again in the springtime. But ain't getting any younger. Where are my little tweezy things to hold this? There you are. Just add some little Winkastella to these clouds. Shimmer them up a little bit. I was seeing a bunch of posts and stuff on Instagram that Simon Says Stamp Create event was this past weekend, I think. And it was in Columbus, which is not too far from me, but obviously it was too far for me to just decide at the last minute, hey, I want to go to that. But I'm wishing I would have. Jeez, it looked like fun. I mean, I think you had to pre-register for everything and get your tickets and all the fun stuff, you know, but I could have done that. Oh, and you know what? If I remember about this too, when I took the backing off, might have stretched the linen fabric a little bit. And so I think what I want to do, yeah, I think it altered the shape. It wasn't straight anymore. How did I do this? I think I put it on a piece of cardstock and then trimmed the cardstock down before I put it on my card base. Yep, pretty sure. Because I think I was struggling keeping this nice and straight. Although that's not too bad. After all that worrying, that's not too bad. Oh, I did this at 4 by 5 1/4. Oh, now I got the adhesive stuck on my blade. That's nice. Goofy. Yeah, this will be better to have it just, see, it is a little crooked. I don't know if you can see it in there or not, but I'll be happier. Yes, I will. Because this is kind of a fabric. This really is like a linen. I would say more fabric-y than paper. That'll work. Yep. And we need to put clouds in the background. And our umbrellas. Yeah, I'm just trying to decide what I want to lay flat and what I want to use dimensionals on. I think my clouds I'll leave flat. but they're kind of fast. That's a lot of glue. Not that much. Maybe we'll do this one flat and put dimensionals on the others. Oh, it is raining again. Oh, it's a good thing I'm making umbrellas. I can put this on my card base as well, huh? Oh, sorry. Jeez. Got real carried away there. And let's take those little tiny ones. I think I will break everything in sight. Let's see. I'm trying to get a piece of foam dimensional skinny enough to put on the umbrella handle. That might make it. So I'm just using the leftover border around the mini dimensionals and cutting out some tiny pieces. And I trimmed all my nails off this morning, so I have no nails to take these release papers off. That's kind of stinky. And that one will go there. Let's put my pin back in my glue and do our greeting first so I know where to put this other umbrella. I was going to say, where'd my stamp set go? I buried it under dimensionals. And I had a piece of white. And I wanted to say, I'm here for you. Of these things so I can stamp flat. I forget sometimes. I leave all that crap on my desk and then I go to stamp and it comes out crooked or bumpy and I'm thinking, why is that like that? Well, probably because you just stamped over top of a bunch of adhesive dots or something. Oh, you know what? Did I want to use I want to die cut that out with anything. Am I whining? Or do I just want to cut, maybe I just want to make a little rectangle. I think I do. Okay, I'm doubting myself again here. Hold on 1 second. Whoops, lost a punch. Wonder if this will fit. Oh my goodness, it will. Keep moving it. This is just a handy dandy little punch too. I haven't used that one for a long time. Okay. And oh, come here, umbrella. Kind of like that. Well, kind of like that. Maybe like that. I want to make sure I see the pink handle back there. I know that might sound weird, but I think if I cover up that pink handle, it looks sort of funny. So. Do the same thing and add some foam dimensionals. Cut a little. Geez, that's not the same one I was using. Where'd I put that other pack? Over there. I was going to say I slid them so I didn't stamp on top of them, and now I can't remember where they're at already. That's not a good sign, is it? Shouldn't forget that quickly. Goodness. I like this stamp set. See, if I wasn't doing this project to use all my stamp sets that I have, I probably still wouldn't know how cute this is. I don't want that dimensional to show when I put this on my card. Thank you. Yep. So we'll have to see what's up next. I gotta hold it up and make sure I got it straight. Okay. Now I'm just going to put a dimensional on each end of this label die. Because I'm going to make it go over the umbrella handle. Oh, my fingers look all gross now because I have ink all over them. Oh, and then we can add some of our little clear raindrops. Oh, we're getting on there. I gotta shake a leg, right? Try not to keep them too long. We have only one more week of religious ed left. I'm so sad. I'm going to miss those kids so much. They're just all so sweet. Okay, these will work good. We got to put that glue. There it is. Goodness. Yeah, and then while we were there yesterday, and the teacher that I help mentioned something about end of the year gifts. I said, what? I mean, I did get stuff for the kids for like Christmas and Easter and all the fun stuffs, you know, but just got glue all over that one because it's coming out so fast. What are you doing here, glue? My goodness, stop. But I hadn't even thought about the end of the year. Thank goodness she said something to me. So, did some quick Amazon shopping. That stuff should be here today. I'll have to make some little packages up for everybody. It's like, oh, I didn't even think about it. What's wrong with me? I'm a horrible, horrible person. And there we go. My putty side of my take your pick tool there needed to tighten up. It's getting a little noisy. I hear a truck outside. I'm surprised I don't hear all the dogs barking. I don't think it was anyone here, but it was a loud truck, and they don't usually like that. Okay. All I got to do now is add my insert. After I pick up all these little raindrops, because they're everywhere. Don't. Oh my goodness. I missed my fingernails. Okay. And inserts. Oh, come here. I can almost reach you. And my stamp mat. And my where is it? Where is it? Oh, this is the only stamp out of this set that I had previously used. I don't know what I was thinking, why I never used this anymore. So pretty. Stamp it at the top so I have a little bit of room to write my note. And let's stamp it right side up. That always works better. And I have a feeling I didn't get that. Oh, it's okay. I was afraid I didn't ink up the wishing part very good, but it's good. It's good. Yay. I might use this set. I need 2 birthday cards. I was going to say, right there, is there a birthday? There's a celebrate. Freeze warning, yay. Of course. No, it's not. I wonder why there's presents then. Oh, excuse me. I mean, it says thanks and celebrate. sorry, grabbed a swig. Maybe I could use to celebrate, but then I have to find a happy birthday message to go with it. Put on the inside. And I can get this in the mail. I'll write my little note first. And there it is. What do you think? I love this set. And I hit you in the head again. So sorry. I'm very cruel. Next one coming up is Beautiful You 2 set. And I have used this one before, but this is fun. That's a fun set. So that'll be our next one. And today was Weather Together. So I thank you all for stopping by and making a card with me. And I hope to see you again real soon. Everyone have a fabulous week. Bye.